Hello everyone, my name is Benji and welcome back to the Planet Crafter. As you can see, I've been just a little busy off camera. I went on ahead and replaced all of our lovely tier 4 drills with the tier 5 variants. So now we are maxed on the tier 5 drills and the tier 5 heaters, which is super duper nice to see and to have and all the things. I haven't really done too much else other than plan what we're going to do this episode because I, again, messed up and I jumped ahead a little bit farther than I had, meant to. So there's a couple of options for where we can go today. We can either start going down the frog route and start making some amphibian farms and start making some like frog eggs and stuff because I'm pretty sure that we have those, or we can go around and just upgrade some like the gas extractors to a gas extractor tier 2, or the beehives to the beehives tier 2, and the fish farms and stuff like that, or we can go in with the drill tier 3 and start trying to make some more automatic farms for things like the rocket engines. I'm honestly kind of surprised that the fusion energy cells don't have a cell value. The circuit boards would be a thing that we would be able to do because we would be able to select silica, iron, aluminum, zeolite, all the things for bioplastic nuggets, and actually be able to generate circuit boards using those drill tier 3s. So there's like a couple of options on where we could go, including some stuff up here as well. Like we could automate the pulsar quartz, although that's a little on the expensive side for my personal tastes. So there's a lot of options for where we can go. I'm not really leaning toward any particular way to go. Yeah, there's frog eggs there, so we could do frogs. But personally, I think something just to kind of get me back into it, and something that I think will be pretty quick for me to actually film and record and get out to you guys, is going to be going through and replacing all of our current buildings with the upgraded version of those buildings. So the beehive tier 2 generating honey and bee larvae. The fact that it also generates bee larvae is super duper nice. It means I'm gonna have to actually have a storage location for bee larvae, which, I mean, that is literally the definition of suffering from success. So I'm 100% gonna do that first. Bee larvae. Did I just put larvae? I did just put larvae. Bee larva. And then we can do a demand, and then a bee larva, priority 1, because that's just kind of how that's gonna be. Ha! That's how it's gonna be. That's great. I love my job. Then I can go deconstruct both of these to get the current materials that they have, and figure out what more we need for these guys. So looks like we just need a fertilizer tier 2 and a tree bark for each one, which is kind of nice because my tree bark is nice and full. And then for fertilizer tier 2, we already had some fertilizer tier 2. And even if we didn't, we had some fertilizer, so we could have just upgraded it and it would have been fine. Which makes me think, honestly, if these aren't that hard, I could just double up on them. I'm also going to get them out of the tree line here. That way they're a little easier to access. That looks so cool. Look at the inside of that thing gyrating. That's awesome. Okay, so supply honey and supply bee larvae. I do wish you could copy and paste settings whenever you're doing stuff like this. So it generates honey and bee larvae, which I think means we're going to want to do kind of the same thing that we did here with these guys for the phytoplankton. And to make sure that we were still getting eggs, we went on ahead and had them go here. And we'll just go on ahead and put this to priority 5, just to start, making some additions out of that, if that makes sense. Make sure that it doesn't get all backed up and all the things, right? Because, of course, we don't want things to get completely and entirely backed up. That would just be extremely embarrassing. I don't know why I ate one of those. I didn't need to eat one of those. So I don't know why I ate one of those, but I ate one of those. I'll probably build 2 more of those off camera, but I think you guys understand the process for that. So next up is the gas extractor tier 2. So let's go on ahead out here and grab our dearest friend, the gas extractor, and take all of our resources from that, and then go on ahead and put all the methane in there. What do we need? We need a circuit board. Does it really just replace 1 super alloy with a circuit board? That's a little interesting. Alright, sure. So 2 super alloy, 1 circuit board, 1 iridium rod, and 2 zeolite. Like I probably have zeolite in another cabinet, don't I? Oh no, it's just literally perfect. Alright, that's fine. And then I already have enough super alloy. I do... Wow. It got dark very fast. I do want to go on ahead and have 2 of these. Not for any particular reason, I just feel like it'll be nice to have 2 of them. So I'll just go on ahead and put them side by side. Right there. Look at these bad boys go. Ooh! I can select which ones. I'm glad I made 2 of them. So let's have this one be methane and supply our methane. And then have this one be nitrogen and supply nitrogen. I honestly thought that it was just going to be a faster version. I didn't realize it was going to be, like, you pick which one you get. That's nice. Now, I don't need oxygen anymore, so I'm not really too worried about oxygen, like capsules. And if I need oxygen capsules, well, I have a whole chest full of cobalt, or almost full of cobalt, I guess you could say. Next thing for us to upgrade, it looks like, is going to be the fish farm. So 2 bioplastic nugget, 3 silk, and a phytoplankton A. I'm gonna want 2 of them, so I'll go on ahead and do 2 phytoplankton A's. That's gonna be 4 mushrooms each, so 8 mushrooms to get 2 mushrooms per bioplastic nugget. Yeah, that all looks right to me. What else do we need for bioplastic nuggets? It's just silica and water, right? So I just need 4 water, 4 bits of silica, which I don't have a lot of, which is... I wonder what's going on with that. So that covers our bioplastic nuggets. Now for the silk, I do still have some silk stored from earlier, which is quite nice. A fan of that. Nice. And that's everything we need. So back down. Fish farms. I'll put over here where there's plenty of algae. Make it at least, you know, a little bit lore accurate. Now what do these guys do? Oh, you put fish eggs in them. Of course you do. Why would you not put fish eggs in them? Also, yeah, no, I have just an absolute shit ton of these Tolu eggs. Oh my gosh, they actually like swim around and stuff, like in the water. That's so awesome. Look at that, and they like jump out of the water and stuff. Bro, that is so cool. You know what, I'm gonna space these a little bit then. Oh, come on. You can't detect that I'm underneath the surface of the water? Are you serious right now? There, how's that? Much better. I love that. That's awesome. And that is still my best fish, so that's just gonna be how that is. Alright, what else? What else? What else? Fish display requires tree barks. That's a little odd, but that means that I can start on that, which is nice. I can start gathering my empire and my collection. I guess let's go on ahead and take a look at the drill tier 3 energy requirements. So the energy is just a little bit more than double, and I have a ton available. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to replace all of my drill tier 2s with drill tier 3s. I feel like that's just kind of like the best option at this point, because I can get all of the other stuff rocket launched. I can get all of the other stuff like the iron, the tungsten, the whatever. I can set up like a drill or an ore extractor tier 2 here at home to get that like super duper easily, and then I can set up the drill tier 3s or the ore extractor tier 3s to get all of the other things. So super alloy and iridium rod is going to come from deconstructing this, which means I need 3 titanium each and an osmium rod each. Quite expensive. Now let's go on ahead and take inventory of where all of my drills are at currently, and if I'm going to want any more, obviously I'm going to want some more. So we have 1 drill here for the sulfur. We'll go on ahead and replace that, and then probably upgrade its storage module as well. We have 1 for aluminum. We can definitely upgrade that. We have 1 for osmium, so we can upgrade that. So that is 1, 2, 3. And then super alloy is another one. We can upgrade that, so that makes 4. And the zeolite and uranium we're going to want to go on ahead and set up as well. So that is going to be 6 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 of these drills in total. Which also means I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the RoboPort that I have. I know that's not what it's called a drone station, but I'm going to call it a RoboPort because I'm a Factorio nerd. I'm going to move this RoboPort that's here more central to like the osmium cave. That way they can kind of chill here and address requests. And then I'm going to make another one and put it by the osmium node over here so that these guys can have a common point of connection on their side as well. And then, of course, we still have ours back here at home that we're going to end up having. Also, I don't know why I said this osmium cave, because we're only going to have these 2 here, so I'll probably place it by the zeolite cave instead of all the way over at the super alloy, just to kind of try to decrease that range of motion as much as possible. So with all that said, I'm going to go get 6 osmium rods and the materials for an extra RoboPort, and yeah, I'll see you guys here in just a second. I forgot that I had 2 drills here, so, yeah, no, we're gonna have 2 tier 3 drills here, because, I mean, super alloy is that thing that you need, like, everything of. So we're gonna go on ahead and set it to super alloy, and then we're going to set it to supply super alloy at a priority 1, because, of course, why would we not, right? Then we're going to take all of the super alloy out of here and put it in there so that the drones can come get it, and so that I actually have inventory space. It looks like I don't even have inventory space at the moment. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to happen, but that's fine because I'm about to get rid of a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm very excited to get rid of. Come on, it's not going to place because of the rods. Alright, that's fine. I'll just do it like this. Oh, it's offset. Nope, that's disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. There. Yeah, that's as close as that's going to get. Is that an uncommon larva? It is. Keep finding those. They're very common at the moment. Haha. Then hit that to supply super alloy. Very nice. go get my very expensive super alloy and iridium rods, and then we'll be able to move the drone ports in a second. So I will see you at the zeolite cave. Also, I'm gonna drink before I die. It's no longer letting me drink before I die. There we go. Alright, I'll see you at the zeolite cave. I have arrived in the zeolite cave, as you can quite clearly see, but I have found friends. They're blue friends. Raju eggs. Those are some mighty blue friends, if I do say so myself. Now, I can't wait to actually end up doing that. However, first, I need to set this up. Zeolite. Go ahead and supply. Zeolite, priority 1. And then... There's still ice in this cave? I guess that makes sense, to an extent. And then go on ahead and put down the Roboport right here. No need to craft anything. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are demanding things. A lot of things that are supplying things. Oh man, that's gonna become a mess to worry about. But hey, on the bright side, now we have automatic zeolite, and we have automatic, ooh, there's more. Wonder if there's even more than that. But we have automatic super alloy, and we have automatic zeolite with no byproducts whatsoever. And like I said, we can set up a system of like a couple of tier 2 extractors back home because they're pretty cheap, and then it'll be close to the central storage for like all of the basic resources of iron and everything like that. And then whatever ends up deciding that it wants to be overflowing, we can go on ahead and just tell it to overflow, which like overflow into a automatic shredder, and then the automatic shredder will just take care of all of the excess for us, which is super duper nice. Now, in addition to this, I have moved our dearest friend, the teleportation thing, the teleporter. I have moved it so that I can actually have easy access to both places instead of just teleporting to a single place. So it is now here, right next to our old infinite oxygen trick anywhere you go thing, and it's named Sulfur Fields. Also, I finally renamed the base to the actual base name. So, with all of that said, my frame rate is dropping like absolute crazy right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get started and grab all the materials for our other ones, including a teleporter to get us to the Roboport. So, I will be back in a moment. And with that, we have set up the aluminum miner. The osmium miner is right through that cave with a brand spanking new teleporter, and we can come over this direction and finally start mining uranium, which is something that we have not been doing, surprisingly enough. We could also technically set up an iridium miner as well, however that would have to be over by the zeolite group. And I don't really feel like going back over there right now, nor do I really feel like spending the resources on that right now. So for now, we're just going to put down this, go on ahead and select uranium, supply uranium, priority number 1. Also, apparently, resources do, in fact, regenerate over time, just really slowly, because I'm sure that I cleared this cave out, and I'm also simultaneously sure that I cleared out, oh boy, yellow light in the sky, that I cleared out all of the aluminum from the aluminum hills. However, when I went back over to the aluminum hills, you'll never guess what I found. Some aluminum. I had my base there for so long, I was sure that I cleared out the entirety of the aluminum fields, but like right out in the open there was some aluminum, which points to the only logical conclusion that the aluminum hills and the uranium biome right there or the uranium cave right there, just regenerate uranium and regenerate resources, just very slowly over time. Also, here's the osmium. Drones are coming to pick up the osmium. Here's the drone port, the Roboport, and here is the new teleportation device, which is super duper nice. I'm super duper happy with that. Now, I'm going to go put all of this away, and then the last thing that we're going to do today is we're going to set up a system of tier 2 drills just right over, like, on the hill right there, to mine us the basic resources and make sure that all of that is set up. So, yeah, see you in a minute. Materials gathered. Don't mind the storm that's happening right now. So, first of all, we need an ore extractor tier 3, because we need sulfur. Second off, we need... Why? Why won't you? Okay, but then you will? Alright, whatever. Sometimes the placement of things in this game is just odd. So we need these guys to be supplying cobalt, iron, magnesium, silica, and titanium on a priority 1. And then I need to copy that over here, supply cobalt, iron, magnesium, silica, titanium on a priority 1. And then I need this for sulfur to supply sulfur on a priority 1. Just like that. Now, if I go over to the drone, logistics individualizing, it looks like we have one of everything, which is good. It's kind of exactly how it should be in general, because now if that's all supplying on a basis of 1, then what's going to be happening here is all of these are demanding at a priority of 1. And then I can come over to here, I can open this, I can go into the demand window, and I can do this as a priority of 5. So once everything else is nice and full and not working anymore, this will be able to demand all of that loveliness and actually be able to throw it in the garbage. Because, like, as you can see here... Oh, wait, what? Why? Wait, what? This priority 5. Is this reverse? I'm gonna have to look into that, because now I'm kind of scared that it's reverse. And the higher number means higher priority, and the lower number means lower priority. Whereas when I think priority 1, I'm like, that's the most important. Priority number 1, that's the top of the list, but mayhaps not. Because I took honey out of here, and it's priority 1, and this was set to priority 5. Let me just make it priority 0. And I guess we'll see what happens. I'll keep an eye on that, and I won't delay y'all any longer. Yeah, that is the full robot logistic network set up and ready to rock and roll as it is currently. I'll probably have to add some more drones into the network in between episodes. That's something that I can definitely do on my own time, especially because that's going to require the creation or finding of new circuit boards, and that's going to be a pain in the ass. But we did a whole bunch this episode. And next episode, I'll give you guys something to look forward to. Next episode, we are going to set up a automatic Terra token farm. We're going to pick, more than likely, the circuit board, because the circuit board's not that hard to do. Like, I could literally do this probably in the zeolite cave, and then have myself a little, like, launch platform next to the zeolite cave, which already has a teleporter in it. Let me go back to the map here so I can kind of visualize with you a little bit. So I could literally have, like, the zeolite mining zeolite, which is required for the circuit boards, and the zeolite will have a priority demand going to, you know, we'll even just make it the old base. Just literally make it at the old base. How's that for homage, right? We'll have it go back to the old base. We'll have it go through the whole crafting, farming process to get itself into the circuit board, and then we will have those circuit boards, first of all, shipped back to us, but then when our storage on circuit boards is full, we'll have it go into the rocket and launch for spare parts, essentially. Launch for spare parts. So, I think that's a really good idea for that. I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to that, but that is going to be next time, which means that is going to be all for this time, and I think this is a pretty cinematic shot right here. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, but without further ado, adios, sayonara, au revoir, hasta la vista, das vidania, wiedersehen, ciao, and goodbye. Please have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day. Get some sleep if you need to. Don't forget to stay hydrated. This video is in the bag, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later, y'all.